So we are in basic settings. So in the yesterday's class, we have completed return earnings account and posting period variant. So today, topic number 5, creation of number ranges for document types. So first we have to understand what is document, then what is document type, then why we have to create number ranges for document types. The business transactions are posted into the system through an accounting process called posting. As an evidence of posting, a record is generated and stored in the database. This record is called document. Here, the users or the employees will enter the business transactions every day into SAP system. So whenever we enter a business transaction to SAP system, in the database, a record is generated and stored in the database. That record is called document. Basically, there are two categories of documents. Number 1, original documents. Number 2, processing document. Original document means these include the vouchers, checkbook, purchase invoices, copies of sales invoices, and receipts. These are the basis for entering the business transactions into the system. See, not only in SAP, even in the normal accounting also, right? If you want to enter a business transaction into books of accounts, that business transaction should be backed by some documentary evidence. That documentary evidence is called original document. For example, today we have purchased some material, right? So this is the purchase business transaction. We have to account for the purchases, right? In order to enter this business transaction to books of accounts, there should be documentary evidence. So what is the documentary evidence for the purchase transaction? The purchase invoice given by vendor. So the purchase invoice is called original document. And today we have sold some goods to a customer. So for that business transaction, the documentary evidence is sales invoice copy. Similarly, today we have paid rent. So for the rent business transaction, the documentary evidence is rent receipt given by the landlord. So the rent receipt is called original document. One more example. Today we have paid some coolie charges or hamali charges. So this is the business transaction. For this hamali charges business transaction, what is the documentary evidence? The hamali person will not give any receipt for us because he will not maintain any books of accounts. So the hamali person will not give any receipt. That's why the cashier at the time of paying the hamali charges, the cashier will prepare one document. On that document, he puts today's date, then the name of the hamali person, amount in words, amount in figures, and the account towards which we are paying this amount. So like that, all this information is provided on the document. On the right-hand side lower corner, right, the cashier will take the signature of the hamali person. Then it becomes legally valid documentary evidence for the hamali charges payment. This is called voucher. Like that, for every business transaction, there should be a documentary evidence. This documentary evidence is called voucher, right? Sorry, original document. The documentary evidence for every business transaction is called original document, right? Number 2, processing documents. These include the recurring documents, sample documents, and the accounting documents. So what is recurring documents and sample documents, right? We have the separate topic in the general ledger accounting. At this point of time, we have to understand the accounting documents. So what is accounting document? The accounting documents represent records or journal entries generated on the posting of the original document into system. As simple as that. The accounting entries which are posted into the system are called accounting documents or simply documents. Accounting documents or documents, both are same. These documents represent only accounting entries. So every accounting document contains two parts. Number one, document header. This part contains the data such as document date, posting period, currency, company code, document type, etc. The document header describes the whole business transaction. See, yesterday I sent you the basic accounting material to all of you, and I hope everybody has received that material, right? If anybody does not receive it, right, email me, I will send it again. So the document header, this part contains the data such as document date, posting date, then posting period, currency, company code, document type, etc. The document header describes the whole business transaction. See, I will take you to another company code, right, for which already you have posted some documents. See, for example, F-02. In the F-02, right, we enter the business transactions to general ledger. So this is called document header. This part is called document header. So in this document header, you enter the document date, posting date, and then in which period the document is posted, to which company code the document is related, and in which currency this document is posted. So all this information is provided in the document header. So the document header simply describes the whole business transaction. This is one part, right? Then second part is also there. Document to line item part. What is document to line item? For example, today we have paid rent. Then we post one document or we post one entry, debit to rent account and credit to cash account. Right? In this case, rent account is called one line item, cash account is called another line item. More particularly, rent account is called line item number 1 and cash account is called line item number 2. How to post accounting entries? I told you, I sent you the material. In the material, I explained what is debit, what is credit, and how the entries are posted, all these things, right? So this is called document line items. See. See here, this is called accounting document. This is called accounting document. Okay. So this is the document header. And again, this is called document header. If you click on this, the system will display the total document header. Document date, posting date, currency, by whom it was posted, entry date, like that. All this information is displayed in the document header, right? And these are called line items. See, line item means line item. You can see line item. Line item 1, right? Line item 2. So this is the document header part, and this is the document line item part. This is a journal entry in SAP. How to post entries in our company code, we will see later on. This is another company code. This batch is almost going to be over. Then the document line item contains the data such as posting key, GL account number, and the amount for every line item. See here, this is the line item, no? For this line item, this is the PK. PK means posting key. So what is posting key, we will discuss later. Then this is the account number, and this is the account description, and this is the amount. So like that, the document to line item part contains this information for each line item. Okay. A document contains minimum 2 line items. One should be debit line item and the other should be credit line item. So it is normally accounting principle only, right? For every accounting entry, right, there should be debit and there should be credit. And debit should be equal to credit, credit should be equal to debit. In SAP, accounting document can contain up to 999 line items, including both debits and credits. The total of the debit line items should be equal to total of the credit line items. It is called the document principle in SAP. Now, in the document header, we have one column, document type. See here. We have document type, right? So what is this document type? Yes, Gopal, tell me.
You said that there should be an equal number of two line items, yeah?
Yeah, minimum 2 line items should be there.
I mean, maximum in 999, there should be equal number of debit and credit, you mean to say?
No. Both the debits and credits together, 999 line items. Both the debit line items and credit line items together, 999.
So the total of the debit line items should be equal to the total of the credit line items. You mean to say number wise or amount wise?
No, amount wise. Amount wise.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's where I get confused. So.
Yeah. It's not possible in ECC. Now we are asking one question. If there are more line items, like more than 999 line items, then you have to post one more document, right? Navya. In ECC, the maximum number of line items you can post only in one document is 999 only. Yeah. So here in the document header, you have one column, document type, right? Similarly, here also we can see the document type. So what is the meaning of this document type? What is its function? Let us take one example. Today, we have posted 2 business transactions, right? So we have paid rent. Then we post the entry, debit rent account, credit bank account. Similarly, today you purchased material. Then you post one entry, material account data, 1 lakh rupees to vendor account, 1 lakh rupees. Right now, here, if you look at this entry, rent account data to bank, what is this business transaction? Rent payment, right? Then material account data to vendor account. When you look at this entry, right, you can understand that it is the purchase of material. So by just looking at these entries, we can understand the nature of the business transaction. Why? Because we are having accounting knowledge and we are all accounting professionals. So by just looking at these entries, we can understand the nature of the business transactions. But there are some people in the organization. There are some people in the organization who don't have any accounting knowledge, but still they are concerned with the accounting reports. For that purpose, sometimes they have to know what is the nature of the business transactions, how they can know without accounting knowledge. That's why SAP has developed the concept of document types. And these document types were already defined in the system. These document types were already defined in the system. Say, for example, these are the some of the document types defined in the system, right? Serial number, document type, description of the document type, then account type, then number range. Serial number 01, document type SA, description GL account posting, account type GL accounts. Then serial number 19, document type KR, vendor invoice posting. Serial number 15, document type KZ, vendor payment posting. Serial number 17, document type KA, vendor other document. So document type KR, KZ, KA belongs to account type vendor accounts. Then serial number 18, document type DR, customer invoice posting. Serial number 14, document type DZ, customer payment posting. Serial number 16, document type DA, customer other document. DR, DZ, DA belong to customer accounts. Serial number 14, document type AF, depreciation posting belongs to asset account. Means what? So these are the document types which are already defined in the system. Say, today, listen to me carefully. Today, we paid the rent. This is the business transaction. For this business transaction, right, the original document is rent receipt. On the basis of the rent receipt, on the evidence of the rent receipt, we enter the business transaction account into books of into SAP system. As a result, an accounting document is posted. On the face of that accounting document, the system automatically, remember, the system automatically gives the letter SCA. So, similarly, today we have purchased a material. We receive the purchase invoice. Then we enter that purchase invoice into system. Then an accounting document is posted. On the face of that accounting document, the system automatically gives the letter KR. Today, you have paid some amount to a vendor towards the purchase invoice. Vendor gives the payment receipt. That receipt is entered into SAP system. As a result, an accounting document is posted. An accounting entry is posted. On the face of that accounting entry, the system automatically gives the letter KZ and so on. So here, in the implementation, we have one phase wherein we prepare the end user manuals. So in the end user manuals, we clearly say that on the face of any accounting document, if you notice the letter SA, understand that the business transaction is related to GL account posting. In the GL accounting, we post only expenses and revenues. On the face of any accounting document, if you notice the letter KR, understand that the business transaction is related to vendor invoice posting. Vendor invoice means purchase invoice. On the face of any accounting document, if you notice the letter KZ, understand that the business transaction is related to vendor payment posting. Payment to vendor or outgoing payment. Then if you notice the letter KA, understand that the business transaction related to vendor other document. Vendor other document means every business transaction relating to vendor other than purchase invoice and payment is represented with the letters KA. So DR means customer invoice posting, sales invoice. DZ means customer payment posting. DA means customer other document, sales returns, for example. Like that, with the help of these document types, any user can understand the nature of the business transaction, even if he doesn't have any accounting knowledge. That is the use of the document types. So every document type represents the different type of business transactions, but from the interview point of view. Suppose if they ask you, in the interview, if they ask you, what is the functions of the document types, right? See, the document type controls the following. It differentiates the business transactions among the account types. So if the document type is SA, the business transaction is relating to GL account type. If the document type is either KR or KZ or KA, the business transaction is related to vendor account type. If the document type is either DR or DZ or DA, the business transaction is related to customer accounts or customer account type. Then if the document type is AF, right, it belongs to asset accounts type. That is the first function. Right? Then for every account type, it differentiates among the nature of the business transactions. For every account type, it differentiates among the nature of the business transactions. That means if the document type is either KR or KZ or KA, basically the business transaction is related to vendor account type, right? Among the vendor accounts, if the document type is KR, purchases. If the document type is KZ, payment to vendor. If the document type is KA, purchase returns. Then, if the document type is either DR or DZ or DA, basically the business transaction belongs to customer account type. Among the customer account type, if the document type is DR, customer invoice posting. That means sales invoice. If the document type is DZ, customer payment posting. If the document type is DA, customer other document. That is the second function. For every account type, it differentiates among the nature of the business transactions. Then the number to be assigned to the document means, for example, in this accounting year, we need to post 1 lakh number of business transactions in the general ledger. So 1 lakh accounting documents are posted, or 1 lakh accounting entries are posted, right? 100,000 accounting entries are posted. How to identify individual accounting document? For that, we use the number ranges. Range means from value and to value. So for document type SA, right, we define or we assign 1 to 100,000 numbers. For document type KR, we assign 100,001 to 200,000 numbers. For document type KZ, we assign 200,001 to 300,000. These number ranges are not standard. This number can contain up to 10 digits. Okay. So we have assigned 1 to 100,000 to the document type SA, or 1 to 1 lakh we have assigned to document type SA. Today, we have posted one document in the general ledger. Then the system will take the number 1, and that is given to the accounting document. When we post a second document in general ledger accounting, it will take 2. Third document, 3. Fourth document, 4. Like that, we can post up to 1 lakh number of documents in the general ledger. When we post the first purchase invoice, then the system will take the number 1 lakh 1. Second purchase invoice, 1 lakh 2. Third purchase invoice, 1 lakh 3, and so on. That is the third function. Then fourth function, whether the number assignment to the document is internal assignment or external assignment. This I will explain you at the time of doing the setting. Now, the standard system is delivered with the document types which can be used, changed, or copied. Or we can define our own document types. So our first module is general ledger accounting, right? So at this point of time, we define the number ranges for document type SA. Okay. For KR, KZ, KA, we define the number ranges in accounts payable. For D or DZ, DA, we define the number ranges in accounts receivables. And for AF, we define the number ranges in asset accounting, right? So that is the step. Creation of number ranges for document type SA. Yeah, Gopal, tell me. You have any question?
No, I don't have any.
Okay. Sunil, yeah, Sunil, tell me.
Sir, is this T code or else any other condition is there, sir?
Which one? Your voice is broken in between.
Document type. Is this based on T code or else any other?
No, it is the name of the document. That's it. It's not a T code, right? Okay. T code is OBS7.
Okay. For example, vendor invoice posting. We are using Kern here.
Yeah.
But while using Miro,
oh, that is different. That is
come RE.
Yes. That is called gross invoice receipt.
Okay.
RE is the gross invoice receipt. So the system will take the document type when the invoices are processed from MM.
Okay.
right? But if the invoice are processed only in FI, the system takes the document type KR. So what is this RE? We will discuss in MM integration.
Okay.
Yeah. So creation of number ranges for document type SCA. Then what about this serial number? 19, 01, 15, 17. Why these serial numbers? What is the function of this serial number? I will show you while doing the step. Creation of number ranges for document type SCA. Transaction code OBA7. See, these are the document types which have been defined in the system. Now, according to material, click on position. Document type is equal to SCA. Click on enter. See, document type SCA was taken over here in the first line, right? Then select SA document type line. Selecting means here, just click on this line. Click on details button. This is called details button. Every step is clearly there in the material. Click on details button. Yeah, Archana, tell me. See, Kapil is posting one question, right? See, you said that up to 10 digits, we can enter documents in any account type. Then how a giant organization like Walmart managing their operations as they have many transactions in a single day? These number ranges can be alphanumeric. So you can use permutations and combinations. Kapil. Now click on details button. See, for the document type, right? 01 was linked. Here, this 01 is called number range number. Similarly, right? For KR, 19 was linked. For KR, 19 was linked. These are called number range numbers or serial number. Similarly, for KZ, 15 was linked. So what is the use of the serial numbers? I will tell you now. So click on position, document type SCA, click on enter, select SCA document type, click on details button, see the number range number 0, right? Then click on number range information. This is called number range information. Company code SSPN. Company code SSPN. Then click on change intervals button. This is called change intervals. Then number is equal to 0. Number is equal to 01. Year is equal to 2022 fiscal year. Year is equal to 2022 fiscal year. From number 1 to number 1 lakh. From number 1 to number 1 lakh. Now look at the scheme. From number 1 to number 1 lakh, this is called number range value. 1 to 1 lakh is called number range value and 01 is called number range number. See, 1 to 1 lakh was linked to number range number 01, right? First, let us click on save. Then you click on enter. Now, see, 1 to 1 lakh was linked to number range number 01. Then the 01 was linked in the SCA. So for this SCA document type, right, under the company code SSPN, 1 to 1 lakh is applicable for the fiscal year 2022. That is the use of the number range numbers. The number range value is linked to number range number and the number range number was linked to document type under the company code. Clear, no? Now, some space is here, right? Write down. Put heading NR status. NR status. NR status stands for number range status. NR status stands for number range status. With every document we post, with every document type we post, with every document we post, don't say document type, with every document we post, for each document type, this NR status is automatically updated. This NR status is automatically updated by the system. On the basis of the NR status, the system determines the document number. The system determines the document number to be taken for the next document. To be taken for the next document. For the next document. For the next document. Look at this thing. We have another company code SSL1. See, in SSL1, right? For the document number range number 01, right? 40 is there. Means in the general ledger, in this company code, we have posted 40 documents. In the fiscal year 2021. Then in the 2022, we have posted 35 documents. Then for KR, we have posted 311. 311 means 11, 3 lakh 1 to 4 lakhs, right? 3 lakh 11 means 11 invoices we have posted. So with every document we post, the system will update this NR status automatically. For example, today in SSL1 company code, if you post another document, the system will take number 36. Clear, no? So with the help of this NR status, system determines the number to be taken for the next document. Okay. Coming to our company code. Here again, you have EXT checkbox, right? Again, write down. Next paragraph. There are two types of number assignment. There are two types of number assignment. For each document type. Number one, internal assignment. Number one, internal assignment. In this case, the number to the document type, is assigned by the system. The number to the document type is assigned by the system from the defined number range. From the defined number range sequentially. Number two, take the notes, I will explain. Number two, external assignment. Number two, external assignment. In this type, the number to the document type, is assigned by the user, from within the defined number range. From within the defined number range, comma, sequentially or randomly. Sequentially or randomly. Next paragraph. Put heading external checkbox. Put heading external checkbox. If this indicator is selected, system allows the user to assign the number to the document type. System allows the user to assign the number to the document type by himself. It is called, by himself, within brackets, external assignment. Within brackets, external assignment. Next, if this indicator is not selected, continue. If this indicator is not selected, then the number to the document type, is assigned by the system itself. Within brackets, internal assignment. Within brackets, internal assignment. Look at the screen, please. This is called external checkbox. So if you select this external checkbox, system allows the user to enter the number to the document type by himself, but that number should be within this number range. That is called external assignment. If you don't select this external checkbox, then the number to the document type is given by the system itself serially from the defined number range. That is the fourth function of the document type. See, whether the number assignment to the document type is internal or external. So if you select, it is external. If you don't select, it is internal. So normally we don't select the external checkbox, right? Right now, normally we don't select external checkbox for the document type number ranges. For the document type number ranges. Next point. We can select or deselect. We can select or deselect external checkbox. We can select or deselect external checkbox only when the NR status is initial, only when the NR status is initial or 0. See, here in our company code, the number range status is 0, right? So you can select and click on save, right? Otherwise, you can deselect, click on save. But let us go to another company code, SSL1. Here, already some documents are posted. So it is not possible to select them again. So you can select or deselect external checkbox only when the NR status is 0, right? So if the NR status is not 0, you cannot do anything. You cannot edit it. Getting my point? So that is the thing regarding document types. Number ranges and document types. Then I have written something in the material again. The document types are defined at client level, within brackets, group level. Please add. The document types are defined at client level, within brackets, group level, and are therefore valid for all company codes. Then the number ranges for document types are defined at company code level. So what is this implication? What is the statement here? Note 1. If any object is defined at the client level, that is group level, that object can be used by all the company codes of the client. Then note number 2. If the object is defined at the company code level, that object is specific and applicable to that company code only. So what is this client level? Here, I'm logging off from the system. See, while logging into system, right, we are giving client 800, right? This is called client level. So the document types are defined at the client level. That means whenever you define any object at the client level, that can be used by all the company codes of the client. For example, document type SA is there. So in this client, we have a number of company codes, right? All these company codes can use the same document type SA. Clear? Then the number ranges are defined at company code level. So when the object is defined at the company code level, that object is specific and applicable to the company code only. That means what? For example, right, document type SA. So SA document type is defined at client level. That means this document type SA can be used by all the company codes of your client 800. So in your practice, you also use the same document type for your company code. But number ranges are defined at a company code level. That means the number ranges are specific and applicable to the company code only. That means here, SSPN, we have defined 1 to 1 lakh number ranges, right? So this number ranges are applicable to only to this company code. Getting the point? So here, if you take one example, you can easily understand. See, we have 3 company codes. SSPN, right? Then SSP1, SSP2. 3 company codes we have, right? Now, document type SCA. So this document type SCA is same in all the company codes. Because it is client level. Defined at the client level, right? So in any company code, document type SCA represents GL document only. So this is defined at a client level. But number ranges. Number ranges. Company code level. So when you define anything at the company code level, that is applicable to that company code only. That means for the same document type SCA, right? In company code SSPN, 1 to 1 lakh is enough. But company code SSP1, 1 to we require 5 lakhs because SSP1 company code is bigger than SSPN company code. Again, in SSP2, we need 1 to 7 lakhs. So like that, the volumes of the volume of the business transactions may change from company code to company code, right? So within the same group, right? For each company code, document type is same. In every company code, document type SA represents GL posting only. But in each company code, the number ranges are to be different. No, we are just defining these number ranges, right? It's an example. We don't know which number we have to take, right? You can take 1 to 10 digits. This is an example. I have taken 1 to 1 lakh, 1 to 5 lakh, 1 to 7 lakhs. So here in SAP, we are going to define number of objects. So some objects are defined at a client level. Some objects are defined at a company code level. In that case, how do we know which object you are defining at the company code level and which object you are defining at the client level? I have given one more note. At the time of defining the object, if the system does not ask for the company code, then we can assume that that object is created at the client level. Then at the time of creating the object, if the system asks for the company code, then we can assume that that object is created at the company code level and it is applicable to that company code only. Say for example, right? Here, whenever you see new entries, you can create your new. Here in the document types, new entries button is there. So we can create our own document types. If you click on this, nowhere you have the company code field. Nowhere you have the company code field. Means these document types are created at the company code, client level. Okay, but while going to define the number ranges, right? See, when you click on number range information, you are giving the company code SSPN. Then you are entering this number ranges. So this number range is applicable to this SSPN company code only. Suppose you have another company code. Somebody tell me your company code. Archana, Akash, tell me what's your company code in the system. Did you create the company code? Or somebody tell me your company code. Deepak.
E01.
1007, right? So Kapil is saying 1007 company code, right? So company code 1007. Click on change intervals. He has created 1 to 1 lakh already. He has posted something. Somebody else tell me your company codes. PRAS. PRAS. So in the PRAS, right, I want to define 1 to 5 lakhs. Number is equal to 01, year 2022, from number 1 to number 5 lakhs. That's how the document types are same in all the company codes. But number ranges can be different from company code to company code. Prasad, I'm not saving, right? You can do in your practice. Yeah, they are not saved. Prasad, you can define the number ranges in your company code in your practice. So this is the concept of document type. See, defining the number ranges will not take even 1 minute. But see how much we have to understand behind this. This knowledge is necessary in the implementation projects, right? In the real time, and also from your entry point of view also. So tomorrow we see field status variant. Any questions from anybody? Yes, we can create our own document types. See, whenever you see new entries button anywhere, you can create your own. So we can create our own document types, but it is not at all necessary in the real time also. In most of the cases, system defined document types are enough. This point also I have given here. The standard system is delivered with the document types which can be used, changed, or copied, or we can define our own document types.
Sir?
Yeah.
So Sunil, sir. Sir, regarding yesterday's session, can we take a posting period and a special posting period in same line, sir?
Posting period and same, no, posting period, normal posting period, sorry, come again. Posting period and special posting period.
In a same line?
In a?
Same line, same line.
No. Posting periods are entered at the document header level.
Could you open, sir?
Posting periods are entered at the document header level, not at the line item level. Period is entered in the document header, right?
No, yesterday we have created.
Naresh, we will discuss this negative postings permitted, right? Later on. We have a separate topic on that. At this point of time, not possible for you to understand. Clear, Sunil? The line items are not posted period wise. The period is entered at the document header level. In that case, that period is applicable to all the line items which you enter in that document.
Sir, no, sir. Yesterday we have discussed regarding posting period and special posting period.
Yes.
Could you open that link once?
This screen you want me to open?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. What is your question here?
Here, to period and from period is there, sir?
Yes. From period 1 to period 1.
This current period and the special period also, can we take it same line item?
Yeah. In the same line, we can define the current period and the special periods.
And
normally, what happens, you know, the special periods are opened only at the end of the fiscal year.
Okay.
Right? Say, for example, I got your question. We are in April 2023, right?
Sir.
Then we are having 4 special periods. So in April 2023, day-to-day business transactions are posted and adjustments are also posted, right?
Yes, sir.
When you post the adjustments, they are to be posted in the previous year last posting period, right?
Yes, sir.
For that purpose, we need to open March 2023 and also April 2023, right? So for that, period number 12, year 2022, then period 1, year 2023. Right? In addition to that, we have to open the 4 periods at a time or only 13th period at a time.
Okay.
This is your doubt, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That means present we are in 4th period.
Yes.
We need 2021 also, no, sir?
That's
special period.
No. This is for this current fiscal year I'm talking. Current fiscal year is 2022, right?
Yes, sir.
So 2022 will be over in 31st March 2023, right? So 23 April should be open and March 23 also should be open.
Okay.
Yeah.
But 2021 special period also we can open it.
Why? Last year is over. No, you are talking about now. Not like that. I am talking about the current fiscal year adjustments.
Okay.
You are talking about the previous year fiscal year adjustments, right? I am talking about current fiscal year adjustments.
Okay. Okay.
Any questions from anybody?
Yes, sir. I'm Akash, sir.
Yeah, Akash.
Sir, whenever creating the document type, there is many options in below there. Then you have to click and not click.
Which one?
That is essay. Position is an essay. Just click on new. Yes, sir. There is many account type allowed and.
This we will discuss later on, right? Somebody is asking also this one. Negative postings permitted. So these fields we will discuss later on. Okay, Akash.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, then good night and good day. See you tomorrow.
Thank you.